Hello, welcome to this video on Dhammapada, chapter 7, that's the Arahanta Vagga, verse 2, verse 91 in the consecutive numbering. I'll read it first without and then with the text on screen. Uyunjanti satimanto nanikete ramantite hangsava pallalang hitva okamokan jahantite. Call up the text. Enlarge it a bit. There we are. Uyunjanti satimanto nanikete ramantite hangsava pallalang hitva okamokan jahantite. So, satimanto, the mindful. You would normally expect to see satimanto with a short I here. It's our standard ending. Sorry, here's my iPad. Standard ending, stem form mant. Also we find vant. And normally before mant, the stem form of the noun remains unchanged. So you would expect to see sati, word for mindfulness. So plural satimanto. Here, probably for the sake of the meter, to get the meter right, the vowel, the final vowel of sati, has been made long, satimanto. So that has no grammatical significance. It's purely a poetical lengthening of the vowel to assist with the meter. So the satimanto, and by the way, the satimanto, this is from the consonantal declension. It could have been, alternatively, you would have been allowed the stem form satimanta, plural satimanta, nominative satimanto, but this is from the more classical consonantal stem form. So the Sanskrit would be in the plural srutimanta, which then by regular mutation gives us the Pali satimanto. So those who are mindful, so sati, mindfulness, and the suffix man or mant, having, possessed of, also forms an adjective out of a noun. The mindfulness, the sati, mindfulness, satimanta, one who has mindfulness, just a mindful person. So uyunjanti, they yoke up. It's from the root, our root yuj, cognate with our English yoke, as in the yoke of oxen. The Latin jungere, from which we get our English join and junction, it's all that same word. So, and this is one of those verbs that inserts the nasal. So, so he girds himself up. Yunjanti, it would be in Sanskrit. Normally, you would expect to see a d and a y becoming a double j. Normally, that's what would happen in Pali. Occasionally, you see it's just the y is doubled, and that's what gives us this uyunjanti. Another quite common example of it is the word used for a park, as in a pleasure ground, attached to a palace or in a town. In Sanskrit, it's the udyana. Ud, up or out. So the udyana is a place where you can go out of doors and into a park. And that in Pali, it might have expected it to become ujjana, but it becomes uyana. So that explains the double y there. So uyunjanti satimanto. So girding up, yoking up, binding themselves up. So hitching up, and then it suggests that they making the effort of getting ready and then going. Get up and go. Uyunjanti. So uyunjanti satimanto. The mindful, they make the effort to start this journey, hitch themselves up. Te naramanti nikete. Niketa is a house or an abode. And ramati means to delight in, as our root ram, which makes its verbal noun rati. And it means delight, very often used for sensual delight, but then it's kind of turned on its head, and you can have told that you must delight in the Dhamma. Most will have their rati in sensual pleasures. You make your rati in the Dhamma. So here, te naramanti nikete, that they take no delight in staying in their own house, basically. They don't delight in having their own familiar home around them. Nanikete ramantite. Hangsava pallalam hitva. So hitva is our root ha again, to abandon. So just as we have the past participle hina, you have the absolutive form hitva, having abandoned, or just having left behind them. So pallala is marshy ground or a lake, palwala in Sanskrit. Pallalam hitva, leaving marshy ground, leaving the wetlands, like swans. Hangsava in Sanskrit would be hangsa iva. Remember this va, the iva in Sanskrit meaning like, often used in similes, poetic similes, the graphic imagery, like swans leaving a lake. Hangsava pallalang hitva, abandoning, leaving behind their wetlands, their lake. Okam jahantite. Ha is a duplicating verb, so it makes the singular jahati, plural jahanti. And the consonant ha reduplicates with a j, so you never say hahati, it's jahati. So jahanti, they abandon. Okam jahanti te. Okam, a neuter noun, it's from the Vedic okas, which is also a neuter noun, ending in an okas. It's from the root uch, meaning to be fitting or comfortable. So your okas is the place where you're comfortable, your home. It came into Greek as oiko, and it's come into English as eco. So ecological, eco-friendly. Economy means the law of the house, how you run and govern your household. So originally, oiko, from the eco in modern Greek, and then became eco in Latin, means the house or the home, and then by extension it came to mean the environment generally, is the home, then the common home of all beings on this planet. The common home of everything living on this planet is your eco. So back now to its original meaning, okam jahanti te, they jahanti abandon okam. The duplication here, saying the okam twice, can mean one abode after another, or any kind of abode that they happen to be in at the time. It doesn't matter. They'll abandon one after the other, whatever okam it is. They'll be there for a while, then they will move on. The okam. It's kind of distributive, not a particular okam, but okam, any kind of home that they happen to be in at that time, they will abandon. So this is the exhortation to gird yourself up, not sit too comfortably at home, get up, get on with it, go out into the homeless life. So I will read it once more. I'll call the text up. There we are. Uyunjanti satimanto nanikete ramantite hangsava pallalang hitva okamukan jahantite. And once more. Uyunjanti satimanto nanikete ramantite hangsava pallalang hitva okamukan jahantite. And that's all on this video.